Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and I am one happy camper anytime I'm holding a BSOS poster, and that stands for Biggest Show of Stars, my goodness. This one from the fall of 1960, and these tours always pretty much guaranteed a good time. If you didn't like what you were hearing, you just waited 5 minutes, right? For example, this one had 12 performers on this package tour. The BSOS series, again, Biggest Show of Stars, started under this name in 1957, ended in 1967, and usually had like 2 or 3 a year. And they always had these large, colorful, day-glow concert posters like this to create awareness and get people to open their wallets to buy tickets. 22 by 28 inch plus change. It was never exactly that measurement for this jumbo cardboard window card for durability, and plus they could stand on their own when they were made from cardboard, making it quite convenient. And most of the musicians had pictures and song titles and a lot of floating heads present, the old style of presenting pictures. And fluorescent colors throughout could always be counted on. And you've got alternating shapes too, not just colors. In fact, look at the top row here. You've got oval, square, oval. Really pleasing to the eye. And you've got 5 pointed stars everywhere. This poster actually has 22 of them. And another characteristic is at the bottom, always an MC and an orchestra listed. So how many per year were made? Well, it varied. For this year, 1960, there was, a winter one, which I blogged, starring Frankie Avalon. There's a spring one featuring lots of 50s rock and roll and R&B stars. And then you've got this one from the fall of 1960, once again teen idols carrying the day, such as Fabian and Brenda. Interestingly, there's never been a summer Biggest Show of Stars turn up. I think the company just took the summer off and did perhaps regular tours, or whatever you want to call them. And of course, these were all tour blanks, obviously. I mean, the Biggest Show of Stars series is sort of a tour blank's tour blank, if you will. I mean, even if you don't know concert posters at all, it's just impossible to think a designer, in a city like Wichita or wherever would sit down in any individual city and go to the trouble of designing a poster like this for one night. I mean, and then the promoter going to the expense of printing it in full color. No way. So only on a national tour, or a regional tour, obviously I should say, would the, make sense to go to the expense of designing and printing a beauty like this. So for this stop on the tour, the blank white venue information box up top, this one is filled in for the city of Wichita, Kansas. Let me get a grip on this for you better. And it does say the Wichita Forum in that very familiar globe block printing up top. And Saturday, October 8th. 2 big shows, 7 and 9:30 p.m. I can even get in a little bit closer there. And all seats reserved, $3, $2.50, and $2. Tickets at Hollabah's, that's a drugstore, 126 South Main. And then a pretty unusual line under that. It says, Auspices Harry Peebles Agency. Well, naturally there was a national, promoter for a tour like this, but Peebles was a very big promoter in Kansas. In fact, he even handled Elvis Presley once. And so, certainly he helped out oversee the local shows in Kansas, and as a result he got his name on the poster. Okay, so now taking a look at the permanent traveling part of the poster, which was printed either in the hundreds or the thousands. I don't know, did they make 750? Did they make 2,000? Did they make 400? It depends on the size of the tour in each case. And the musicians on here, my goodness, you've got upper left there, Fabian, 17 years old. And it says, now starring in High Time. So you've got a movie plug on the poster because Fabian's 15-month pop star career was just about over. In fact, look, there's even room for a song title at the bottom of his black oval, but it is blank. Then you've got 15-year-old Brenda with her #1 hit from the summer, I'm Sorry. She actually had 4 top 10 hits this year, so big year for Brenda. Then you've got twang guitar great Dwayne Eddy, influential way beyond any singles chart. Still, it's kind of an unfortunate song choice on this poster. This summer he had his biggest hit, Because They're Young, which he's well known for, besides his guitar playing, but its follow-up was Commotion, a big stiff, but that's what's on the poster. Then in the second row, you've got Jimmy Clanton during a 3-year dry spell outside of the top 20, but he would return in 2 years with Venus in Blue Jeans. Then you've got Chubby Checker and, well, excuse me, but all of a sudden the biggest hit in history is on this poster, right? I mean, you know about it. The Twist hit #1 2 separate times, and right now it was in the national top 5 as part of its first run. It's kind of funny, if this poster was designed and laid out according to cultural impact, you know, Chubby Checker's oval would be this big, huge thing with the Twist, and all the others would be down below him, but, you know, alas. Okay, then you've got Mr. Palisades Park, Freddie Cannon, as I like to call him, with a record here on the poster that stalled at number 28. Okay, third row now, left to right. We've got the Bill Black Combo, yes, Elvis Presley's stand-up bass player from the 50s, and Josephine's on the poster. That was a top 20 hit this summer, but in the top 40 right now, as of this show, was Black's cover of Don't Be Cruel. No surprise there. Then you've got 17-year-old Jimmy Charles. He had one hit, A Million to One, which was in the national top 5 right now. Gary Miles, Look for a Star, was a top 20 hit this summer, and he was also a member of Brenda Lee's backing group, The Casuals, who were on here, down in the lower left. And so Gary Miles gets his picture on the poster twice. That's pretty cool, And I don't know who the Merry Men were, see them there, but heavens, they didn't rate a picture, they didn't rate a song, they didn't even rate a color. Look at that, they're just sitting there, you know. And then you've got Herky Styles, the MC, and then, oh wait a minute, what's this? What's that down the blue stripe? Is that future #1 hitmaker Bobby Vinton 2 years before he ever charted a record? See his picture? Well, that's right. Bobby Vinton started his career as a band leader before he went on to record things like Roses Are Red and become a big hit maker himself. I'll tell you, you know, these Biggest Show of Stars posters, I guess, are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, and I just thought that up. That was an ad-lib, I promise. But I'll tell you, they're just so beautiful, and we know the songs so well. Sure, maybe they didn't change the world, but you can snap your fingers and dance to them. And if you were alive then and remember them from the radio, these posters are fantastic. So, BSOS, I could do them all day long. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll see you again for something soon. Bye-bye.